I don't think it really matters. GG. True. It's a good time. Poll whether Sean is inspecting eyelids. He should be, but did he say anything? Because he usually says he's got to feed the cats and inspect his eyelids. But maybe he fell asleep during the story because the story was so good. Or bad. Not yet, but I should. I should as well, but I kind of want to write at least a little bit. At least a little bit. Jesus. Ambitions were bold. Now he felt a sense of pride for himself that he escaped his that had escaped his grasp for so long. Trying to think of how to do this because this is where it's like the ship is spinning, right? So it's supposed to show gravity right now. I think I can just show it and then explain that it's happened later. Because that's another thing. It's like to show something and then the reader will be like, wait, there's gravity? And it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Is he out of it yet, or is he still in it? Stretched. Unstrapped himself. Stepped out of the pond. Walking to way to canteen. He's made way to the canteen. Check his stock. Terminal open to a new message. Someone had responded to his...
Hey Atox, I am asking a question. Can you answer?
Like, what would you call the, like a log? Like, of, like, what, like, the ship's, like, stats? Like... Like, the details. The ship's details. What would you call, like, a like, because like he got the message that someone responded that he wants to buy the ship schematics. Jesus Christ, this is how tired I am. I can't even think of these fucking easy words. He inspected the ship's schematics and inspected the ship's schematics. Slinky class, 5,000, 12 engines, and 13 compartments with a 12 engines and 13 compartments with deceleration capability of 1.2%, whereas Kirk Stand 556677 was a 46%. This indicated the time during the flight, during the travel time when deceleration process would need to be started in order to successfully and safely slow the ship down. I'm like, how do I introduce the name? Could you change song, please? It sounds like souls screaming in a vortex. Oh, that's exactly what it is, bro. That's literally, it's Diablo 1 music. Let's try. There. That should do it. It's putting me on the edge. Just change it up a bit. There we go. Look at the cargo log. Studying its house halls. Another piece of shit. Sorry to be annoying in there. Is there a way to make text bigger? Oh, do you want me to put it back to 36? Is that better? Thanks. Best for viewing, I think. That's the best for viewing, I think. Yeah, Eggy, never feel like you're intruding. Always try to give me pointers, because sometimes I can't see it from that perspective, right? Because I see it, like, literally on, like, a 72-inch TV. So, that's why I don't like it in full screen, because then I have to, like, literally tilt my head to look back and forth. And that's why I have the plot on the one side. Okay, that's where we are. I used to be okay with 12 point, but not anymore. I'm lucky if I can read 25 point these days. Yeah. It is 556677, right? The hell? Yeah, 556677. Okay. Darn, haha. I enjoyed cat version today, Sean. I think it's really coning into its own stylistically. Oh, I completely agree, Eggy. I'm just waiting for conflict because I love conflict. And I'm like, is it gonna be now? 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 What? Is it gonna be now? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? That's kind of how I feel I am. Brother took me to a restaurant a couple of years ago and I couldn't read the menu in my hands. Had to have him tell me what omelets they had. Damn. That's brutal. You got glasses there, Sean? Sounds like you need glasses. Or you need to get better glasses. Glasses barely help if the doctor doesn't convince me to guess on the test. Never guess on the eye exam. Tell them what you actually read clearly and refuse to guess. Yeah, why would you guess? That's kind of the stupidest thing. Like, I mean, if it's super fucking blurry, I'd be like, well, it's blurry. I can't see what it is. It could be a 4, it could be an H, it could be a 2. Now that kind of looks like a 4, but it could also be an H or an N. Or a Y? That's me getting my eyes jacked. Would work itself out to be cheaper than even the best case scenario discount. Oh, I missed your message, Aggie. There's a great cowboy show called Unforgiven from 2019. The main goodie is a sheriff losing his eyesight. Looks like a very pixelated micro dot in an old photograph. I didn't know you needed them at Hawks. I just thought you were spunk. They were spunk shields. Oh, they are, but I can also use them to see. They're also other liquid, you know. But sometimes it's fun to have it in your eye. I'm a masochist after all. And they would need to be like the big, like, librarian whore ones. Where it's like they're on the tip of their nose, but they're still above their eyebrows. But somehow fucking them doesn't fall off. They don't fall off their face. No, wait, they would have changed the message. I'm imagining crawling on all fours like Velma. Egg. Oh no, he's a masochist. That means he's going to make 1,000 babies just to suffer the crippling debt and the exhaustion of caring for them all. I mean, that's what Genghis Khan did. Yeah, I feel like that's a reference to something. I don't know what. There's something in cryo today me and Sean can help with. My nightmares. I love kids, especially mine, but it's exhausting to have them, and they aren't cheap by any stretch, so having a bunch would be a true masochism. No, Sean, that's super fucking weird because my masochism is a sexual fetish. So no, Sean. I see where you're going, but no. That one doesn't fit the lore. I don't know, Eggy. I'm trying to think. You can help me with the description. Okay, you can help me with this scene, actually. So we did ship moves back at the trailer, front turns. Okay, we already did that. His new ship, Slinky class. Yeah, we've already kind of, after years of the new shit, improvements and investments. So he's going to do another montage. Now a successful businessman, he makes his business pales compared to the profits of his investments, specifically Stargate. Maybe it's like, oh, it's way down here. We're not even going to get to that today. I was thinking about the stock market. I mean, I guess you can help me with it now. What should the stock market look like? Like, should it be a planet? Should it be like an entire solar system because it's so massive? The entirety of like Wall Street is like an entire solar system? Oh, I know. I did mean it as a joke, but Eggy said if it came from somewhere, so I explained. Ah, I see, Sean. I agree with the joke. My dad basically did that. There are many half-Eggies in this world. Damn, Eggy. An Eggy multiverse. Oof. So I guess the stock market doesn't need to look like anything, does it? It's numbers in digital space seen on the Galnet or whatever. But Sean, the same could be said for the stock market, but there's still Wall Street. So it's supposed to be like well, it's like Wolf of Wall Street, like craziness level, like insanity. It's like the stock market Wall Street is like the drug capital, fucking crazy as shit, because people just go there and just like throw all their fucking money on the stock market. But they're very professional about it because they're all very rich people. Wall Street is mainly a holdover and wouldn't exist in a galactic community unless it's the origin, so still Wall Street. And somewhat falling apart now. But I like the idea of having a stock exchange, like a physical place where people go, that's like a community hub for the stock market. But even then, before that, we have to go to a government facility. So this should be, like, as basic. Like, everything is perfectly dimensionally set for, like, the space that it needs to acquire. So the Central Galactic Trade Hub, a whole system, is my suggestion. Yeah, the Central Galactic Trade Hub. That sounds great. That sounds great. And yeah, it wouldn't just be the stock market, too. It would be physical goods. Like, it would be an incorporation of pretty much, like, if you can't get it, if you don't have... It's kind of an inverse, because the people that go there are, like, super fucking rich and shit, right? But it's, like, the middlemen that can't afford to get, like, a producer have to go there themselves, right? So it's kind of like that in between the top end where it's like they're rich enough to have a product, but they're not rich enough to have somebody who's endorsing their product. So they have to market their own product. I'm imagining something like Coruscant from Star Wars. Yeah, but Coruscant will be more like a bureaucratic, like, government place, wouldn't it? As opposed to like a chaotic, out of like literally like the trading hubs in like the smaller systems and stuff like that, but it's like massive. First planet in the system, similar to Mercury, would be where the machines would be. Most nobody could land there. Plenty of solar power to keep everything running. So you have like the inner planet is charging, but everything runs on nuclear energy. Not solar. Are you setting this in our galaxy, or does he exist somewhere else? It's basically it's our galaxy, but it's like in a different part of our galaxy. Like another, like if we're on like the very inside of one of the wings, they're like on the other side, very tip end of one of the wings. Fun fact, a fully loaded container ship can cross the Atlantic on nuclear fuel the size of 3 cubes of sugar. I believe it, Eggy. Nuclear energy is pretty much the future. It just needs to be refined. Earth may even be uninhabitable at this point in the future, too. Oh, yeah, Earth would be like, fuck, this is like, you know, like he started in, he started in the year 5000. That's when he got his ship. You mean Terra? There's always something someone will call it. Yeah, what do we... when are we going to change the name of our planet to something that's not dirt? We literally named our planet fucking dirt. When can we come to a consensus and have, like, a poll for the Earth to make, like, a really cool name? Like, York and Jork. Could you imagine if we called the planet York and Jork? That'd be fucking awesome. I'd vote for that. Everybody calls their planet dirt. Doesn't matter which language you say it in. It's dirt. Because basically that's what the planet is. Blue Marble, sponsored by Doritos and Verizon. I could see it. '57 RU 6613 R5 C0 V3 Struggler's Cove. No, right, because we were gonna change it. He was originally in the canteen. I googled it, and it And earth is old Germanic for soil. Sounds about right. He's not in the canteen. I said he went to the canteen. Made his way to the cockpit. Okay, we forgot something here, so we got to go back before this. And we got to do his undocking procedure and ungravitying before he goes to the canteen. But it's not going to be a very long undocking. It's just going to show the fact that he's spinning, and that's why there's gravity. What was the place that we were going to? No, that was way before. This is completely different. So this is just a random one. No, he does this before he does the message. Man, I'm getting this really out of order. Aquarius, because they think they're the most important people anyway. Sorry I missed that message, Sean. That's funny. Random question. Have you been to Usalet? No. I don't know what Usalet is. So you've had enough. What is it, Eggy? Or is it just like something that you're just not going to respond to? It's just a town on Vancouver Island. Oh. Then I might have maybe at some time in my life, but I don't remember. So I've been all over Vancouver Island, but I don't know anywhere on Vancouver Island other than Victoria. In reality, the name of the planet should be the Roman version of Gaia, as all the planets are named after Roman goddesses. That's true, Sean. That's very true. Earth just doesn't... It's so weird when you look at, like, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. Earth. The fuck does Earth fit in there? So Gaia would be perfect, whatever that is. Tellus. I just looked it up. Tellus? So the planet would be called Tellus. Is that how you pronounce it? Or is there a certain emphasis? Venus, Tellus, Mars. Stop by the Lower Vancouver while you're over here. Get a cheeseburger from Burgerville, or at least a jar of spread, though you should be able to find one in Seattle too. I used to work for that chain, and people would buy hundreds of cheeseburgers, freeze them, and ship them to their kids in college, because they had a craving. I'd like the outsider's opinion if Burgerville spread is all that. It's good, but it's Thousand Island without the ketchup in it, and they put that on top of the bun. Wait, you mean mac sauce? Except instead of mixing it with mayonnaise, they just have Thousand Island? That's McDonald's mac sauce. Like Big Mac sauce. It's Thousand Island dressing mixed with mayo. So if you ever want to make mac sauce for your burgers at home, that's how you do it. If you didn't know. It's like 3/4 Thousand Island, 1/4 mayonnaise. Super fucking easy to make. Might taste different based upon what type of mayonnaise you use though. The nearest Centralia, I'm not keen to go back there. Found it a bit spooky. BV used to make their own, and I've done it mayo, mustard, sweet pickle, relish with pimento. That's the spread. Now, though, they get it delivered from Greg's Mayonnaise Company. There was a crazy Christian lady turning all the magazines so the covers face the wrong way in the Walmart. Whoa! Some people, man. Some people. Some people are crazy. Okay, I think we connected everything here. We've already done the scene. We know how he docks, so he docks. And then we go straight into him buying the ship. I learned the other day that Neptune and Uranus were discovered in the 17th and 18th century. Blew my mind. Yeah, people had theorized based upon math that there were other planets up, but no one ever like laid eyes upon them until we had powerful enough telescopes to actually claim that they were planets. Wait until Planet X is discovered. Okay, I think we're going to call it for writing there. Because, like, I want to play some Schedule 1. And I'm pretty tired, so we're probably only going to do like 4 hours. And then we'll come back strong as fuck tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big day. Oh. So we're going to be like going to the government building now. So he's got to finish, he's going to finish the shipment that he's doing. So with a new felt purpose or a new felt position in life as if he had gained access to the next level of life. Now having enough resources to be self-sufficient. Relying on there should never been strong suit or did put his reputation on the line. Those who had dealt with doubt however, knew his location to fixing problems that arose. Perhaps he could use this to his advantage, take on new cargo routes that would emphasize this with more open sponsors. Carry him through the rest of this way until he's off again. Paperwork or the computer work. For the purchase of the... Did we name it? Did I talk to you about ActRaiser from the Super Nintendo? Yes, you did, Sean. Yes, you did. You're taking him off ship. Wait, Eggy, what? What do you mean you're taking him off ship? Oh, well, he's gonna get off the ship when he goes to buy a new ship. He's just, like, because he arrived at it, like, we did the montage, right? So this is how the structure is. We did the montage of him passing the 150 years. He did a haul. He looked at his numbers. He gained a bunch of money. He had enough money. He could unlock and withdraw. So we unlocked, he withdrew. He sent out messages to buy ships. He did another haul. And through that 15-year period, he received a message on buying a ship. And luckily for him, that ship had never sold and went to the government. Now he is thinking about all these ways that he can get this ship and what it's going to mean to him when he gets it. Okay, didn't want to repeat myself. Cryogen reminds me of my remake story for that game. Yeah, you were telling me about it. But did I mention the name of the ship that he's buying? It's called the Garatan 4545, but he's gonna rename it because he can name it to whatever he wants. That's just the name of the previous owner's ship. Oops. I thought I copied it. Oh my god, I'm retarded. Peter Word for the purchase of the Garatan 4545. Destination set. Company new. Ends. We're tied. Back to trials. Basis. What are they called? The display screens. Set to visual. We have not used these settings for years. Now I'm flashing back to a game concept I had called Mech Makers. It was a take on the Armored Core series, multiple levels of gameplay. You design and build your own mechs as you earned money for parts. You could do missions on foot or in mechs, either attacking or defending a base. There were races and death races, plus exploration missions. It was a really cool idea, but the programming asks would have been intense with all the various gameplay access through a central hub. Nice. Sounds pretty legit. Cryogen also feels a bit Elite Dangerous / XCOM. I could see that, yeah. Definitely gives that ruffian outside, like, speculation, right? And we're moving slowly through the ranks and, like, eventually getting to, like, you know, the upper echelon of society. Essentially, like the top 0.001% of humanity, from like the lower 5 to 10% of humanity. Because like the lower like 1 to 2% of humanity is like you don't have a fucking spaceship, you don't work at a fucking company, you live on a goddamn dead planet. You know the drill. Hangry cat to feed, eyelids to inspect, plus it's supposed to be an early day tomorrow to do laundry, which takes practically all day, taking everything across the street to the neighbors to keep the water out of our septic tank. Oof, that's brutal. I did laundry today, and like I keep wondering what that smell is, and it's like the detergent smell from my laundry, like the bounce sheets, right? I'm like, that smells really good. What is that? I'm like, oh. I'm used to just not smelling anything. It's just so strong. Okay, I feel like I go off on tangents when I'm writing. Do you guys think that's a good thing or a bad thing? 'Cause between here, so all of this, with cryo, it's bad, you need to keep it tight. So, like, yeah, 3 static sheets per load. Also, use tennis balls in the dryer. It separates the clothes, allowing them to dry faster and more thoroughly while reducing static. Oh, that's really smart, Sean. Like, is this too much? Or is this, like, good introspection and world building and exposition. Because this is like setting up what he's seeing and kind of contrasting it with what he's seen before, so it can give the reader a true scope of what he's looking at. Which is basically like a government building the size of, like, that's wrapped around a sun. May everyone's eventual sleep be truly restful and your dreams inspirational. True, Sean. You as well, good sir. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out and stopping by, brother. Always a good time. Take her easy. Two quotes for you to think on. Every sentence must reveal character or advance the action. If it sounds like writing, rewrite it. 'Cause it's talking about, like, his view towards his ship. And, like, this is, like, introspection for him learning, like, leaving the ship. This is almost like an introspection of him saying goodbye. 8, you writing to move the story, or are you adding it because you find it interesting? Can I do both? Because it is advanced. I feel like it's advanced. Like, it's developing the character more, I think. Like, his feelings towards this ship. How this ship has taught him the lesson. And that lesson that he's learned from this ship is where he is now. So I guess it is actually only 3 sentences. It looks like a lot, but it's like it had gotten old, and the rubbish look of the ship had been a point of self-harm for him, attempting, because it's talking about why he has the view screen on. And it's because he's going to be the last time he looks through the view screen. So that's kind of the subtext for this, is him saying goodbye to his ship, while talking about how the ship has brought him to where he is. And it wasn't even, like, really him. It was more like Lucky. I think you could get the same sentiment across in fewer words. Okay. Trying to be a bit harsh on purpose. Always be harsh, Eggy. Always be harsh. Because you'll never learn if it's not harsh. And it makes me think about it, right? And that's why it's like, because this is the first time in the story when I've written something and I've been like, wait, do I need this? And I'm not 100% sure. Because it's like, I think his reflection is interesting, but can be expressed in fewer words. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is... So let's just keep it, and that's just a point as a note for, like, editing. Because editing is going to size it down quite a bit, right? So... It's a common enough emotion that we can extrapolate from few words. Yeah. I could say something like watching a final sunset. It's like he turns on the visuals as a momentum to his final moments of owning this ship. And then we can leave this the scale of the galaxy and the sheer size of scope, because this is trying to show, like, what he's seen before and what's being seen before. I don't know about the towering sight it imposed on him, reminding him of his first years in space. So I don't think we need that. We already know this. This is something we straight up do not need. I'm just gonna keep this one, because it's the reason why he hasn't had it on. It's like, no, actually, the Tiger writes, welcome, welcome. How's it going, man? How are you? Have you streamed today, good sir? Are you about to stream? We are still working on the Cryogen short story. Trying to fix a little bit of things that I kind of went on a tangent with writing, and I'm like, this feels filler. It's going well, doing a bit of editing before my stream starts. Yeah, man. How's your writing going? It's going really well, actually. I was supposed to be doing editing all day today, but I called it a lazy day today, so I got a lot of editing I gotta do tomorrow. Take all the reacts and put them on the YouTube. Take the Schedule 1 gameplay, put that on the YouTube. Take the stories, put them on the YouTube. What else? I have like a backlog of like 7 days. I gotta do that with. So I usually only get the time because of the rendering time, so I usually just play games and wait for it to render. Yeah. Final memento for carrying him across the galaxy. May her new owner I'm wondering about saying this because I feel like this thing's just gonna go straight to the scrapyard once he's done with it. But then again, who knows? May she rest in peace and not obtain a new owner. For her sake, as much as theirs. I don't know if I need to say that. I was going to say something like the last sunset spent together. I don't think we really need that. I think a final memento for carrying him across the galaxy. Hearing one last time from her eyes into vastness of existence. I think that's better. Is it actually Dyson? Am I retarded? I swear it's like, it's Y. Oh, it's just because it's supposed to be a capital, because it's a name, because it's named after someone. That makes sense. Of the layered, multi-connected I'm just gonna call them space scrapers. And yeah, I feel like you could just infer from saying like a collection of like a multi-layered connection of space scrapers that like literally skyscrapers that go up into space, but since it's around a sun and it's not a planet, it's like a sun planet itself, and then it's just, you know, like a spiked ball almost. Withing. Writhing? Where? Withing? Withing, where? But nothing made. You've been government sectors before, but nothing made within the last several thousand years. This abomination that lay before him was a Dyson sphere amassed in the energy of the sun, not for its purpose in light, but for solar panels. Light for solar panels, but for its fusion heat. Main hub. But then we're going to talk about like how the current technology is all nuclear powered. Everything is nuclear powered through fusion because we figured out how to make suns. So we basically, they're powered by like miniature Dyson spheres. I'm trying to think of how to say this. That throughout the progression of mankind, it's been like things that have been beyond our reach. It's like, oh, what's beyond the ocean is beyond our reach, and then, oh, we've conquered the ocean, and it's like, oh, well, the moon is beyond our reach. Oh, well, we conquered the moon, and then it was like, oh, now the stars are no longer beyond our reach because of like the technology, and that's been like a technological advancement of mankind. Those who once said it was beyond our reach truly did not see the extent of the human spirit and will to achieve Overcome trial feels a bit clunky. Ah, that's good. Another conquered. Or another stepping stone for mankind. Another milestone of mankind. Like the oceans of Earth, ancient man, planets, greatness. Now, as he lived, he would be a part of something even a part of something that pushed galaxies to this point. Stargates across the universe. Humanity would be unstoppable. Think you could lose or placed? Stars now just another conquered milestone of humankind. It's the problem of creating and containing an artificial sun became reality. The stars now just another conquered milestone of humankind. Like the oceans of Earth by ancient man, or the planet itself once they had basic flight. Those who once said it was beyond our reach truly did not see the extent of the human spirit and will to achieve greatness. Now, as he lived, he would be part of something that pushed galaxies to this point. With stargates across the universe, humanity would be unstoppable. What brand new horizon would there be to discover? The edge of the universe itself would bend to their will. I guess the only possible way is that. I think I need to add an extra line in here. Do you have a first chapter? For the book? Yes, I have a first chapter. Have you not been here to read the first chapter, Eggy? I thought you were here when I read the first chapter. I thought I read it to you. It's bad. There's so much. I just can't remember if you had broken them into chapters. Oh, for this story specifically? Oh, I haven't done any editing like that, but I wouldn't break this down into chapters, I don't think. It's like... It's not long enough. Like, it'll probably be, like, 50,000 characters, which is, like, between 4,000 and 5,000 words. That's my assumption. So, like, maybe a little bit over or under, twice the size it is now. I think maybe on a minimum 30%. So like 31 to 35. 30-minute lunch break, I can go through and do a ruthless edit if you like, just to see. Oh, of my chapter 1? I mean, if you want. I have... Like, I know what I want to do with this chapter. But yeah, the editing the editing will come, and this is the first, like I said, this is like the first story where we're like, okay, let's take let's sit down and let's actually see what we've improved on and what we could change, you know? Like, and I don't know about editing this story as I'm writing it. Like, definitely when I'm done writing it, I would love that. And like to see if there's any plot holes or anything that I missed. Like, it's probably most likely just a couple of sentences here or there. Or like things that I like exaggerated on that really don't need to be there, right? And then we can tighten it down. Make it more condensed. Thicker. Like your mom. Because I'm more of, for chapter 1, it's not about editing. It's about, do you think that the concept for the chapter is interesting? Do you think the opening of the book is interesting? I'm on a Latin and a French course, so I'm in a very word mindset. Yeah, my biggest problem is my lack of vocabulary. I have such a small vocabulary, it really holds me back. I'd say that at the moment, that is, like, looking back on, like, what I've learned over the last 3 months, vocabulary is probably the one thing I should absolutely work on above everything else. If I can get vocabulary down and extend, like, my dictionary and thesaurus, I think that will improve everything by, like, 20%. And I think that's the greatest increase overall of growth that I could possibly do, and it's super easy. Just memorize a bunch of new fucking words. Just really conscious of structure right now. Latin has taught me you can generally say things in minimal words, even in English. True, because there's so many words in English, right? People think, oh, because there's so many words, you use so many words. No, it's so many words so that you can use a very little amount of words to say a lot. And that's how we want to write. We want to write very densely, right? That's why we want to make the book 2 books. Fuck these people that put all this extra bullshit filler in, like the Pillars of Creation being its own book, in like having your own book to explain that when people who have the gift are part of like a binding, like the Rawls were, their offspring essentially are the price paid for the magic that you use, so they will be without magic and without the ability to see magic. So they're extremely dangerous because literally magic doesn't affect them. And it takes an entire book to explain that. And adds an entire character that just really doesn't matter. It's like, you really didn't need an entire book for that. If you want to go to the very end of the chapter, and specifically go to the fight scene with the emerald weapon, because that's really the only part of the chapter that will, like, is basically going to be the same, probably, by the end. So, like, maybe, like, notes on how I can make the fight tighter, make introductions with characters, like maybe make the fight longer, you know, maybe make the fight shorter, maybe do something different with the fight. But I'd like input on the fight scene with the Emerald Weapon itself, like, because it's supposed to emphasize how powerful this thing is, you know, it's the final boss. It takes strategy, coordination, and skill. It basically wipes out the group, but they're super successful. And then the characters come in later and just wipe it out. Sure, I can have a go. I'm doing this for fun to give you a different perspective, by the way. Not expecting anything from this. True, Eggy. Makes sense. No worries, bro. Fuck's sakes. Oh my god. I can't even... is it B-U-E? No, I don't have Word. I hate Word. Good luck and thanks for the vibe and good time we spend. I send a last calm before quit. That's my choice and you deserved a last calm of love. Okay, Valiant Boy. Thanks for stopping by, bro. We will sorely miss you, good sir. We will sorely miss you.
And don't forget fuck YOUUUXD.
True, Valiant Boy. Fuck you, brother. I'm thinking of something that's like, you know, like sending landing coordinates, and him responding something like, "Oh, my ship doesn't do that," but I don't know. I think we're just gonna land. I think we're done with this shit. I think we're just gonna land. Damn it. What's it called? The Garritan. Valium dropped the crown and gives to another. It's time. I'm getting old. Good luck, guys, and wish you the best, my dog. True, Valium boy, true.
You will tell Eggies too.
Pretty sure Eggy's here. Valium boy. Okay, that's all. Alright, sounds good, Valium boy. Have a good night, good sir.
Harlhid lets Chinij to another arc. Yeehhhaa.
See you, Valium. I'm sure dogs in the community are happy for you to be here. You too, love, bye. Alright, let's change to another arc. It was just the random spam that got a bit old. Yeah. Like, there's a time and a place, right? And it's like, it's one thing when there's no one here, and it's another thing when there's a bunch of people here, right? Because it's like, if you're the only one talking in chat, yeah, sure, spam away. But if there's like 4 people trying to talk in chat, and your messages are spamming their messages out to the point I have to, like, scroll up in the chat log to read them, then that's kind of annoying. Especially if they're like not important or relevant to the stream. It's like sending a couple messages is fine, but trying to steal the spotlight is my fucking job. I'm the streamer. Go be a streamer if you want to steal the spotlight. I'm gonna add his name in again because I've been saying him for so fucking long. It's like every 10 hymns I should say Jervik. Hmm. Hmm. First edit. The room was dark as the doors stopped. The Alliance cautiously stared into the darkness. Cautious. Their nerves on the brink. The sound of engines and gears roared through the room as an emerald light began glowing at the far end of the room. Grew brighter as the glass walls reflected an eerie sight of a hulking mechanical machine. Its gray-plated chest embedded with a giant emerald, the light of which illuminated both the room and the Alliance. Was that me, or did you change that? Because I was like, the the Alliance cautiously stared into the darkness. Cautious. Shouldn't it be the Alliance stared into the darkness cautious, or the Alliance cautiously stared into the darkness, their nerves? My biggest problem is not knowing what the original was, so I'm like, I don't know what was changed. But that gets everything that I want across. I'm debating, like, how do I describe, like, the ship? Like, do I need to describe it? We already described what it kind of looks like. You know? I think actually this is a good time to stop. And we can just, because I never even thought about, like, how to present the ship. Or even if presenting the ship is important. So maybe we'll just call it there. And we'll think of something for tomorrow to carry on with it. The jazz is nice. A funky. Nice and funky. Yeah, man. It's good shit. I fucking love jazz. Just because I'm rested, Eggy. I finally caught up on my sleep. Finished at least like the backlog, like the small backlog that I have, because we haven't been writing stories every day, so I don't have that much of a backlog of stories to do for the YouTube channel. So, and I thought about the story a lot today, so we're going hard with it, right? Locked in like pay pig sissy. True, Eggy. One day I'll learn how to spell bureaucracy. The day you learned that word is the day they ground you down completely. Having to spell that word usually means you're dealing with it personally, so I, for one, hope you never learn it. Ah, true, Sean. I could deal with that. Leftover baked potato sliced and fried with 6 fried eggs. That's right, I got eggy in my mouth. Whoa! True, Sean. I love it. That's great. Six fried eggs. Rip your toilet. Okay, I guess this is actually later. So I guess we do like another montage, right? Of him like doing shit. I'll even use the ketchup bottle, put 69 on the top just to make the full connection. Oh, I love it. That's great. This is... We're not there yet. We're not there yet. My omelet had 2 eggs, scrambled with a little water to make steam. Toss that into an oil pan and season the top. Once it's firm enough, flip it over. Add cheese and fillings, then fold and serve on a plate. Get better flavor with half the seasonings. Oh, I see. Very nice, Sean. Sounds fucking delicious. I'm just gonna look at the rest of these and see like what there, because there's one yeah, okay, it's right here. There we go. Compares it to nuclear technology because everything is like nuclear technology now. I don't know if we've gone over it before, but that's kind of an important part of it. Wait, he changed the name of the ship. It's not the Garatin anymore. So I have to go back and replace all of that. Hold on. It's called Struggler's Cove. Call it that once. Twice. I don't think I mentioned it again. Yeah, the next time it's there. So I'm gonna replace this because it's now called that. There we go. Okay. Sometimes omelets are great and sometimes they can be too eggy. Oh, true. But you know, sunny side up is the best way to go. Runny yolk runs down your face like cum. It's perfect. I mean, what? True, runny fried eggs. Fried runny eggs. Yep. Over easy, thanks. I want the yolk runny, not the whites. Yeah, true, Sean. You don't want the whites runny. You want the yolk runny. Or boiled eggs with runny yolk. Yep. Yep. Soft boiled. Very soft boiled. Or like poached eggs. That's really good. Scotch eggs with the yolk runny. Never had them, but I want to try them. I had a bao bun with fried egg, hash browns, sausage patty this morning. Never had a runny one, but hard ones can be great sometimes. True. Aw, Eggy, I got Austin Powers in my head now. Oh, behave! Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I can't do it. Well, it's a hair past a freckle and half past my R's. Guess I should feed the beast and begin the nightly eyelid inspection. Swear if I wasn't damn near blind, I've found whatever it was I was looking for on these stupid eyelids. But no, gotta keep inspecting them every night. Ugh, have a good time writing and good rest too. True, Sean. Sounds good, man. Have a good night, good sir. Thanks for hanging out and stopping by. It's a good time always, my friend. Oh, we never changed to the reading and writing category. Not that it matters, but you know. I am the only one in it on Kick, so it's nice to be in it, because then I feel like I'm a big boy, because I'm the entire category. I don't know about you, but it just feels good to be literally the 100% of the people in the category are watching me. Might help get raids. That's true. They're always nice to have. Just exposes the channel to more people, right? I can be a big boy. Not as big as me, Eggy. Sorry, bro.